What up, y'all? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, man. Welcome to my coverage of the 2020 NBA Draft. I'm going to be breaking down every single pick with you guys live right here on this very channel. So stay tuned, man. It's going to be a long video. Might take over an hour, but hopefully it should be fun. Let's see what happens in this draft here tonight. Looking forward to see who goes number one overall. You guys believe it's going to be Lamelo, Anthony Edwards, or James Wiseman? I'd be shocked if anybody else went, number one overall. But hopefully you guys are doing good, man. Enjoying your afternoon. I'm ready. Let's get this show on the road. What's up, big baby? What's up, Mike? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about this? Let's see if there's any trades that happen moving forward. I'm hearing right now that the OKC Thunder are in talks with Minnesota Timberwolves to acquire the number 17 pick. So OKC still racking up picks. It's crazy, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens there. What's up, Alfred? What channel is the draft? Is on ESPN. Let me see which one. I think it's ESPN 1. I'm not sure. Double check that. I don't have the control with me, so to change the channel, I just have the one for the volume. Clay injured his lower leg. Yeah, I've seen that, man. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he's good. We're going to need Clay to be healthy. That way we can have a competitive 2020, like fully competitive. He said, let me see. I'm going to put you guys right here. Let me scoot the computer a little bit more forward. All right, I can read your guys' comments. There you go, right there. He said, what's up, Dan from Philly? Philly Pines? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Lakers need to make some trades. I'd be kind of shocked if we make a trade other than potentially acquiring a first or second, most likely a second-round pick if we do that at all. But I'm only really going to cover the first round because it's way too long to cover both rounds. And we'll see what's up. Hey, what's up, JV? JaVale McGee might be leaving. We'll see. We will see. It says here that the OKC Thunder are looking to flip Kelly Oubre Jr. for a first-round pick. Unfortunately, we're out of first-round picks, so that would have been a great addition. Yeah, Danny Green got traded to Philly. I seen that. Man, I got to tell you something. Sam Presti's doing a phenomenal job. I mean, all these draft picks, you better believe he's not going to make those picks. Like, he'll maybe make like 5 to 10 of those picks, but the rest are going to get traded. And that's how you land star players with draft picks. So he's acquiring and accumulating all the assets he can. And believe it or not, he's still going to have a competitive team next year. Now, will they make the playoffs? Probably not. But my notifications are ready right here. If anything breaks, I got you guys, man. I got you guys going to hear it right here first. Draft reactions with your boy DTLF, man. I'm very excited, guys. He said, whoever wants to leave, left them. Did you have a nice b-ball run with your friend? Yeah, I did, man. Me and Lonnie, we went out there to hoop. He got me 11-8. So enough said, but we had a nice little run, afternoon run. Of course, I'm trying to get back in shape. That COVID, man, got me packing in some pounds. So definitely trying to get back. Dan, the Wolves are still on the phones about the number one pick. Yes, we'll see. I heard they're not enamored by any of the picks, so they might be willing to move down. Now, would the Knicks be willing to trade somebody like RJ Barrett for that pick? RJ Barrett and their pick, the 8th or the 5th, whatever it is. We'll see. But it might take something like that for them to move down. Now, I like RJ Barrett, but if I'm the Knicks, I need box office. So I would be willing to trade my pick and RJ Barrett to move up and grab either Lamelo Ball or James Wiseman. Or if not RJ Barrett, I would trade Mitchell Robinson. As good as he is, I trade Mitchell Robinson. Let's see. Here it is.
Good evening and welcome to
this is weird, man. We got to watch from the webcam and stuff. That's crazy.
Well, we wish we could be in an arena hosting the top picks, their families and friends.
Dan, who's going number one in your opinion? I'd be shocked if Anthony Edwards or James Wiseman don't go number one. If LaMelo pulls up to snatch that spot, I'm happy for him, man, but I doubt it.
The draft marks a new beginning for our teams. And it's a new chapter.
I'm curious to see. I'm very curious to see if the Timberwolves trade out of that pick.
However, is anything ordinary. Seasons cut short. No NCAA tournament. NBA Summer League. Not even pickup games.
Is it Patrick Beverly barking in the background? Is that Patrick Beverly barking in the background? Nah, man. That's my dog Rocky, man. That's disrespectful to my baby Rocky.
But they are ready. Like so many organizations fighting their way through the pandemic, we're trying to adapt to a new normal. At the same time, we recognize that virtually.
Let's see what the Wolves do, man. I think the whole draft could trickle down to the Timberwolves. If they make that trade,
we not only hope to find
and everything could just from that point on, it could be like a little snake trade. Everything could change. So it could change the landscape of the draft with one trade. So let's see what happens.
And while tonight we welcome the best of the best from around the world, we also celebrate a game whose universal values have been passed down.
He said, "What up, Dan? That is going to be an entertaining night tonight. I hope so, man, because a lot of trades already happened. I just hope that wasn't all the trades."
That's why basketball is a game for everyone.
Smash the like button, guys. Definitely help your boy out.
So let's get started with this terrific group of young men.
Lonzo's in there too, supporting his brother. That's nice to see, man.
The first pick in the 2020 NBA draft belongs to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have 5 minutes to make their selection.
We still gotta wait 5 minutes. Come on, dog. They shouldn't get 5 minutes because they've had days to think about this. Come on, man. He said, Dan, what do you think of Kuz getting traded in a 3-team trade for the Lakers to get Oubre? I doubt it happens, but if it does, man, I wish Kuz the best. Honestly, he's been slandered beyond belief at this point. I hope he goes to a team that's going to utilize him properly. I'd be happy for him if he went to the Knicks. Obviously, you guys know that's my second favorite team. So, if he went to the Knicks, that'd be a good look. But what would the Knicks give the Lakers in return? I heard we were on the phones with them. Maybe their pick. If they gave us their pick, number 8 or 5 or whatever it is for Kuz, I'd take that. But I just want the best for Kuz, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Here we go. Now, I'm going to post a link so that the rest of Laker Nation can join us hopefully here on the chat. Man, I want to have over 200 people here watching so we can get the conversations in real quick. Let me see if I could just share this on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, guys, if you guys already don't follow me for the latest from the greatest. See, I'm on live now. So Minnesota on the clock right now. All right, let's see who joins. Let's see if the chat can increase to 200. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Garrett. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Klay Thompson got hurt. Yeah, man. That's unfortunate, right? That's unfortunate, man. Klay Thompson, it's a different – I mean, it could even impact the draft. What if the Warriors all of a sudden go out and they get Lamelo or they go out and they get their, the big man? That'd be a good look, right?
I think reasonable basketball minds can differ.
If they go out and get the big man, I don't know.
Anthony Edwards, the right choice. Those are close calls to make.
To draft Anthony. Well, there you go. Looks like it's going to be Anthony Edwards. I called it, guys. I told you I thought he'd be the best option for them for sure. So, yep, it's going to be Anthony Edwards, it looks like. Yeah, that's the safest pick. This guy's ready. He's ready to come in here and at least give you 14 or 15 a game as a rookie, and then he's only going to get better from there. And I think he fits well with D'Angelo Russell. Dan, have you been watching Ball in the Family lately? I hate how LeVar is trying to force LaMelo to buy into the big baller brand. I haven't been watching it lately, but I'll definitely tune in. Is that thing still on Facebook? I'll check, man, because I don't have a Facebook, but I'll see if I could just make one account just to watch it, I guess.
I think that's a smart move. But
why does everyone want Kuz to go? I don't know, man. I'm done with the topic. At this point, I hope he gets the respect he deserves, man. I'll be a fan of his wherever he goes, unless he goes to the Clippers or the Celtics. God forbid it. God forbid it.
Not sure about how he thinks the fit will be.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the chat.
Is the right selection.
How you doing, Rios? Sources say Klay tore his Achilles. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. That would be horrible. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Unless it looks like Anthony Edwards is going to be that top pick.
Fusion of athleticism that they really don't have. If you look at D'Angelo Russell, more of a cerebral skill.
Dang. Hopefully, man. Prayers up to Klay Thompson. Hopefully he's good. You never want to see that. But look, Anthony Edwards right there.
And he can go get a bucket at will. So I do think basketball-wise,
you would go Melo. I think it's a high risk, high reward with Melo.
Go with Lamelo Ball. It's a multi-guard league. Right?
Let's see if they complete. Let's see if they go with Anthony Edwards.
But still, I get the fit with Anthony.
Yeah, I get all the picks here before they happen, guys. So I'll confirm with you guys in a little bit.
Russell will live up to his draft position from a few years ago. He was taken.
They have to make a trade now, or they'll tank another year. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the Warriors? The Nets trying to trade their number 19 pick. I would take that. If I'm the Lakers, I'm looking to buy into that. Kuz is cheap, and plus he can't be any worse than Danny Green. Agreed to that. There you go. That's the rest of my Twitter fam. We're getting close to 200. I see y'all. But yeah, look, I'm not concerned about that. Whatever happens there, hopefully it plays out properly, and we can do right by both the Lakers and Kuz. He deserves more love than what this fan base is giving him, honestly. But at the same time, I do hope we keep him, but I just don't like the way a lot of the fan base has treated Kuz, man. They destroy him at every chance they get. It's kind of sad. He's a champion too. Yep. It's confirmed, guys. Minnesota selecting Anthony Edwards. So that's exactly who I expected, and that's who we taking. Anthony Edwards. That is the pick. Now, do you guys want me to spoil it for you and tell you ahead of time, or you want to hear from the commissioner himself? Let me know. Anthony Edwards is the right pick, in my opinion. He goes well with D'Angelo, so that means they're keeping D'Lo. Don't spoil, please, Dan. Don't spoil. All right. we get more don't spoil, so I'm going to keep it to myself, man. I'm going to keep it to myself. What's up, man? But you know what? They took this pick. They can still end up trading. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. Spoiled. Start putting the right pieces around. All right, let's vote like this better. All right, if you guys want me to tell you ahead of time, type number 1. If you guys don't want me to tell you ahead of time before the pick comes in on your TV set, type number 2. Let's see how many more we get. Is it Dan? I'm confused. So we picked 28 for OKC. Yeah. Then the trade officially becomes official. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all don't want me to spoil it for the most part, so I'm not gonna spoil it. I got y'all, man. People's champ right here.
All these guys at the top have major question marks. So I mean, James Wiseman, Lamelo Ball, all of them, Anthony Edwards, they all have major questions. So the first pick. The 2020 NBA draft is in the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I already spoiled this one for you.
So. And there is the commissioner, Adam Silver, on his way to the podium.
That's why you got to have a Twitter.
The 2020.
Got to have a Twitter, guys.
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University
Great
of
pick.
Georgia.
I think this kid's going to be good. I think his floor is like Oladipo, and his ceiling is like, D-Wade type player. So that's the proper pick right there. That's a good look. D'Lo, Edwards, and Karl Towns. Bright future. I really like Wiseman too, though. I think Wiseman is going to be the best top pick in this draft in the long run. But all in all, this is the right pick for them. They already had a big man, so they're not trying to clog up the paint with 2 big men. Should we pick the worst player for OKC? Of course not. OKC's really making the pick here. We're just officially selecting it for them, and then I think they're going to announce the trade as soon as we make that pick. That was the right pick. He went from football to basketball. That's how you know, natural athletes, man. Same thing happened to AI. He was a quarterback in high school, and a star quarterback, too. He could have went either route. He could have been the next Michael Vick. The Ant-Man. I like this. He said Wiseman will be a beast. Absolutely. Dan, the Warriors going to take Lamelo to replace Clay. That would be crazy. But if I'm them, I'm taking Wiseman. I feel like, again, Lamelo is too high of a risk to be taken in the top 2. I think he will go 3 to the Charlotte Hornets. If I had to guess. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I could already have the answer, but you guys told me not to tell you, so I'm just gonna keep it quiet, man. I got the sources on Twitter.
Nobody can ever make her mad.
Yep, I know what pick number 2 is.
My grandma.
Yep, it's in.
Together. When we didn't have a place to stay, she let us come stay with her.
The pick is in, guys.
My mom and my grandma had cancer. My mom was in a lot of pain.
This draft class sucks. No, it doesn't. I think there's gonna be steals late in the first round. That's why I was kind of hyped about the Lakers having a pick, but we traded it away for the proven player, so I'm happy with that too.
I was 14 years old. And then probably.
You say you got Lamelo at your number 2 pick?
My grandma, she passed away, so it was terrible.
No comment. No comment, man. Dan, do you think Clay is out for the season? They made a mistake by trading away D'Angelo. I don't know. How do you get injured in practice? Like, that means he's made out of glass or something. But prayers up, man. Hopefully he's good. That's heartbreaking.
Anthony with those two women.
Whose
that are
Twitter feed you
behind
looking at? I'm
literally
trying to get
and
spoiled, bro.
figuratively in line with
I got my sources, man. I got my
behind
sources. I can't give them away, but I got my
exceptionally
sources.
cool. Here we are. How does it feel?
You'll see right now. Just give it like 2 minutes. Give it like 2 minutes.
It's an undescribable feeling.
He said DeMarcus got injured in practice. I know that, but DeMarcus is a big, hefty dude. So
Just bless it.
let me hear what this kid got to say, though. Hold up.
And you said that your mother and grandmother have built you to be who you are, and you wouldn't be who you are today without them. How are you honoring their legacy today?
As you can see, my grandmother's right here, and my mother's right here, and the shirt that with the collaboration I had, I got my grandmother's name and my mother's name on my shirt. So they're with me at all
That's
times.
what's up, man. R.I.P. to his
It's a really
grandma.
special day for your
I like this
family.
kid's,
Wishing
I
you
like
all
this
the
kid's
best.
demeanor. I think he's gonna be
Congratulations.
special.
I know this looks
I
different,
like him a
but
lot.
happy #1 pick. Reese, back to you.
But y'all want to know or not? That's all I'm saying. Y'all didn't want to know. Now y'all want to know.
Elite athleticism. Well, he's very gifted.
I definitely follow Woj and Shams, but I got a secret source, man. I got an inside source.
His ability to attack the basket when he decides to.
Y'all know. Y'all should know by now. If you follow Woj or Shams, y'all should know by now. But I already knew what it was. And I was right. Remember, I told you guys. I would take Wiseman.
But a 3-level scorer,
Told you.
he's got really deep range from 3. He can put the ball.
Yeah, that's the right
back
pick
to the
again.
rim, and he's got a good middle game. He can pull up.
All right, number 2 is James Wiseman. For those of you asking, man.
Offensively, he can really score. He just wasn't as efficient because he settled for a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's the right pick for Golden State. Golden State could also now, because he has a lot of trade value as well. Like after they make the pick, doesn't mean they got to keep him. They still want to trade it. They could.
Athleticism, his ability to get off the floor. He can really get down in the stance and guard when he.
I definitely don't follow Rick Bucher. He's a no-no for me. His reporting is always false. I think I got a better chance of predicting the future with my one source than Rick Bucher. Straight up.
Never had a player like Edwards, and he's had Victor Oladipo and Dwayne.
Dang, that means LaMelo.
Just really
That pretty much means LaMelo's going to Charlotte. Oh my goodness. I mean, if I'm the Knicks, I'm scrambling to try to trade with Charlotte to try to get LaMelo. That's what I'm doing. He slipped down to number 3. That means you don't have to give up as much. Just give up the 5th overall pick if that's the one they have, and then give up a young piece. Maybe I don't know. Whatever it takes. Get LaMelo.
Step backs. His footwork.
Do I think they'll trade Draymond?
A little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That's going to be interesting as well. That's a good point.
I think
He may fit in there at the 4 still, but we'll see.
A guy you can give the ball and say, "Hey, go get us a bucket. Go play some pick and roll. Go make."
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree with you, Jameson. Respect.
Straight up shots, but the talent is certainly there.
I mean, the talent, there's no doubt.
Oh, the 3rd pick is in.
To the West, which is.
I won't tell y'all though. You're still on the 2nd pick.
The plan.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to troll. Guys.
I guess
I know what the 3rd pick is.
Moving forward is who are the veteran presences that you're keeping around them to make sure that this team continues to grow in the right direction. I think that's important.
That's crazy.
Guys like that.
Yo, this draft is pretty much so far has been predictable. Let's see if we have any surprises around the 4th, 5th picks.
That will make the next selection.
If you guys follow me on Twitter, I just retweeted who the 3rd overall pick is. It was in.
This afternoon, Klay Thompson.
Y'all don't want to know.
An injury to his
Y'all don't want to know.
ACL injured his right lower leg.
Follow me on Twitter. I'm retweeting it right now. For those of you that do want to know, just follow me at Dan Lakers fan, and you will see my retweet at the top. Second pick is in, 3rd pick is in. I'm still waiting on the 4th right now.
How severe that injury is to Klay Thompson, certainly we're all hopeful that it is not serious. But Golden State's on the clock right now.
You don't have Twitter? What do you guys think?
Should
I tell them or not?
From them in light of the injury and really how they should approach this.
I mean, you can make a quick little Twitter just to follow me, but I don't want to spoil it for the rest. Some people enjoy the draft for the TV set. So. Matter of fact, you know what? Mute me, guys. Mute me right quick. I'm going to tell this man who it is. The 2nd overall pick. All right, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to mute me. 3, 2, 1. 2nd pick is James Wiseman. To Golden State, 3rd pick is Lamelo Ball to the Charlotte Hornets. So he's going to be in Charlotte, guys.
Then you get your big. What also getting a guy like
he's going to be.
Danny, who we talked about before.
He's headed, man. I mean, we knew that MJ wanted him, but they didn't have to trade him for him, so that's even better.
And buy you some time until you get Klay back.
The Warriors are really smart. And I think the one thing.
Oh, 4th pick is in as well.
Injury,
I won't tell you no more. I made you mute it for a little bit. I got you.
They know more than we do, obviously.
I got you. Yeah, I told you guys ahead of time this is the way I would draft it. So, yeah, I was spot on, bro. Thanks for the credit. He said, oh, damn, LeVar's going to go off. LaMelo has to live.
If James Wiseman was your
Oh, my
guy,
God.
you take it.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
And you get
I
what you
mean,
want for it. Then
They
you
already
go for it.
have a guard in Devontae Graham.
I don't overreact
but,
to this.
um,
and I think they're too smart.
They also have that one kid. What's his name? The one they traded from last year from
if you
Boston.
end up moving back, another name to think about is Tyrese.
So that's gonna be interesting to see how that happens.
I
But
think he's a perfect fit.
remember this: sometimes when you have a little bit of everything at every position, you can afford to draft for talent. And then sometimes the talent's so good, even if you don't have something at a certain position, then you're good.
Season for Bruce Pearl last year.
He said, "We Laker fans don't have a pick, so just say it. We Laker fans don't have a pick."
On his way to the podium with
Now a lot of people still want to watch it, man. Follow me on Twitter, trust me. Or like my man said, you can Google Wojnarowski and you'll get it kind of quick. He's not the fastest though to report. I'm telling you that. Shams is
NBA
fast.
draft.
Other people are faster.
Golden State Warriors select James Wiseman. from
That's the right pick. So far, everybody's making the proper pick.
James Wiseman.
Damn, people pulling up the receipts on LeVar Ball, guys. The receipts are coming up on LeVar Ball.
This past season, but he goes second.
Why do I think everyone's leaving the Lakers? Not everyone's leaving the Lakers, man. Not everyone's leaving the Lakers. Simply the people that want to get paid more than they're worth. You know, when you win a championship, your value goes up. So those players probably won't get to cash in again. This guy kind of looks a little bit like Hassan Whiteside from the face. Look at him. But it's the right pick. It's the right pick. He's very versatile and do a little bit of everything, man. He can even stretch the floor if he develops that jumper consistently. That's gonna be really, really good. He's gonna be really special. Right now, I don't really have a comparison for him. He's like a very extremely poor man's Anthony Davis. But even that's a lazy comparison. I'm sure you can find a better comparison.
Really in my junior year.
But yeah, Golden State's gonna be a problem because even though Clay's injured, they still got Curry. They still got Dre. They still got Wiggins. I don't know if they're gonna trade
He would
Wiggins.
tell me a lot of stories about Shaq, just like how he runs.
The Kuzma is not getting traded, so stop asking.
Film about Shaq.
No comment.
We mess up on the players
Yeah.
or
Is there any news on Kyle Kuzma? No news yet, man. Last I heard, he was being discussed. He was being discussed in trade rumors with the New York Knicks. So that's the absolute last thing I know about Kyle Kuzma. I don't know if he gets traded tonight. Like, I'd be shocked if they say, you know, with the 5th pick, the Knicks select, you know, blank player, and then there's been a trade announced, and then they go, you know, Kuzma to the Knicks for the 5th pick. You never know. But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Here's Wiseman's reaction to being selected second overall.
And he's going straight to a contender too. That's the crazy part. Like rarely do you have a top 3 pick going straight to a contender. That's crazy, right?
And yet still with
So James Wiseman, he's blessed.
Really deep. He's just a tremendous player.
Yeah, he's a complete package as a good guy. 7'1" with a
He said new Wiggins will. Wiggins will replace Clay. Wiggins good, but he ain't Clay level though.
He's got really.
And I really like this kid soft touch around the basket. That's where he really thrives. Like I said, an extremely poor man's AD is my comparison. He runs the floor. He's athletic.
Stretch that out to NBA three-point range. He can block shots. He is a
man, I know who the 4th pick is, guys.
As well. The question is going to be, has the game changed so much that a big guy like this, who I liken to a bigger Chris Bosh when he came out of Georgia Tech.
Is there a hope the coach put Lamelo in the right situation to perform? In the right situation to perform Lamelo?
James Wiseman.
He's going to have the green light. Why? Because Charlotte is not a contending team. They're not even a playoff contending team. So he's definitely going to have
Thanks,
he's going to have opportunities there.
Congratulations.
I'm sure his dad will be pleased with but they're not going to win right away.
This year.
He would really have to be that transcendent talent that everybody thinks he's going to be. You know, to transform that franchise.
I mean, all praises be to God.
There's still a lot of pieces away.
Made me stronger as a
Now, I'm curious to see if there's going to be a trade
coming
up. I'm curious, man. I feel it.
Go and just learn as much as possible.
Because Woj and Shams haven't announced this yet. Is it kind of broke? Had to change, donate.
What you were going to face in this league.
Had to change, donate. You good, bro? I appreciate that, Vic. Thank you so much. You said Levine to the Sixers. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy.
And really, just
if Zach Levine goes to the 76ers,
that's
a good fit.
Just work hard every day.
He can stretch the floor. He can slash. He's a decent playmaker. It's definitely a good fit for them. But I don't know what they would give up, though. What would they give up? They don't have a high draft pick. It's going to take assets and youth.
What do you bring
that.
to this goal?
What about Serge Ibaka comparison for Wiseman? Fair
Just
for him.
versatility build.
That could be a decent comparison, but Serge is more of a rim protector and a mid-range shooter. I think this kid could put it on the floor a little bit better than Serge at this stage of his career now. Serge is a better overall player at this point, but I think he has higher ceiling right here than Serge Ibaka. As much as I love Serge.
Reese.
Do I see any superstars in this draft? That's a great question. Depends on how they're developed. If I had to bet my money on it, my favorite player in this draft is that kid right there, James Wiseman. But remember, he's going to a contender, and he's going to be thrown into the fire right away. And if he doesn't perform, he's going to be benched, which sometimes can be detrimental to a young player's career, right?
The third pick in the 2020
So he's my favorite player talent-wise,
Charlotte Hornets select.
but we'll see how they develop. I think as far as opportunity goes, LaMelo's going to have a great chance. Look, his dad ain't happy. Oh, he's smiling, but he didn't look too happy. You know what I'm saying? As far as a chance to perform, this kid's definitely going to have a chance to put up the numbers. He's going to have a great chance to win Rookie of the Year as long as he performs and he turns out to be that piece. You know what I'm saying? That piece that everybody thought it was going to be. And he's happy, though. I like that. I like the humility, you know. I hate to see, like, when Joel Embiid or somebody does a pouty face, they didn't like where they got drafted. You got to be excited. You're going to the NBA at the end of the day. What do you think about the DeMar DeRozan trade to the Lakers? Is that still possible? From what I'm hearing, bro, it's very possible. However, not likely, but is it possible? Sure, we can do a sign and trade with KCP where he gets paid, but he would have to agree to want to sign with the Spurs for that to happen. And who knows? Not everybody's made to play for Greg Popovich and the Spurs. You got to be very, very tough-minded. But yeah, as far as the last question, do I see a star in this draft? Sure. But remember, a lot depends on the way they're developed. If they're not developed properly, then sometimes, you know, they regress. We saw that with certain players on the Lakers that weren't developed properly, and it took them extra years to develop, like Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo, Julius, you know, and even Kuz to a certain degree. His growth has been stunted. So these players tend to flourish on a losing team more than on a winning team, for the most part, unless they're just thick-skinned and nothing gets through them and they're tough-minded players. If James Wiseman proves to be that, then he's going to definitely thrive in the pick and roll with Steph Curry, and you know, he's going to take some shots because we know Steve Kerr loves to allow players to let it fly. So we'll see. So no DeMar to the Lakers, it's not possible. It is possible. It is possible. It'll take a couple players, but it is possible.
Not the most consistent.
Do you guys want to know what the fourth overall pick is? Type in 1 if you guys want to know. I can say it now because now Shams and now Wojnarowski have reported it. But like I said, I added like 2 minutes ago.
You can create space with step back. So I really think the Charlotte Hornets got
DeRozan would be a bad fit. You think so? I don't think so. I don't think he'd be a bad fit. I definitely don't. There you go. He just gave it up. So that's the fourth pick. Going to Chicago, they take Patrick Williams. Who's decent, you know. I like Patrick Williams, but there's some other options there that the Bulls could have took. But then again, the Bulls have drafted decently over the past couple of years. So, yep, that'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see how he pans out with Chicago. Again, Chicago's another one of those rebuilding teams that I feel. But I'm curious, man. I'm curious if the Bulls are going to make a trade or not. Or if the Knicks traded down to the fifth spot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Looking like LeVar Ball might have some egg on his face. Yeah, he said he didn't want his kid in Charlotte. So LeVar's always talking. That's why I'm saying I like LeVar, but man, his mouth gets him in trouble way too often.
What do you think of the pick for Charlotte?
Like way too often, man.
I think Lamelo is a very special player. It is interesting having Terry Rozier that came there from Boston.
Are the Lakers able to buy a pick? As of right now, nothing. But we'll see. Hey, Dan, are there any sleepers we can pick up in the second round? Well, first of all, Jose, we don't have a second round pick this year. Unless we buy one, then we'll see who's still on the board. But depends who slides, man. There's a couple people. I pretty much covered some of those guys in my last video that I dropped a couple weeks back. But yeah, it says Bogdan Bogdanovic from the Kings. You guys know that trade didn't go through with the Bucks, so he's going to enter restricted free agency, which means
not a good shooter.
you know they can match anything that's thrown his way. So
Okay, you're going to get from the
Trade LeBron for the 5th pick. Stop. LeBron's worth like all 3 of the first picks combined. LeBron's worth at least those 3 and more, maybe. Maybe more. Oh, okay. Cleveland continues to field trades
NBA draft.
for the number 5th pick. So that's still up there
Patrick
for
Williams
grabs.
from Florida State University.
You know, that 5th pick is still up for grabs. Let's see if the Knicks can move up, man. If the Knicks can move up, it'll be interesting. But I think Obi Toppin, who is somebody the Knicks like, I think he'll still be there around 8. So I wouldn't trade too much. At this point, LaMelo's gone. I wouldn't trade too much.
Into the league, Patrick Williams will be the next one.
He said trade Devontae Kaycock for the 4th pick. He said, yo, Dan, if we don't keep Rondo, would you go after Collison? If Collison's ready to come back, because last I checked, he was busy, you know, with his religion. He didn't really want to come back to NBA. But if he's mentally right, sure, I like Collison. But we already got Schroeder, so he's the insurance policy for Rajon Rondo. We still have, what's his name? Alex Caruso there. Avery Bradley still has till tomorrow to decide if he's going to opt in or out. So we still have some depth as of right now. You know? Is KCP coming back to the Lakers? We don't know that yet. Rumor has it that he's interested. There's mutual interest. But you can't believe rumors because I've also heard other rumors that say the Lakers are interested in a sign and trade with KCP moving to another team. So, again, anything's possible, man. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days. A lot of content coming up, guys. Free agency coverage, all that good stuff. But yeah, Patrick Williams is nice. He's nice. You know, what are they going to do with Otto Porter? That's my question. I think he's still with the Bulls, right? Didn't they trade for him last year? You said you don't know half these players? That's because the March Madness tournament wasn't there. I myself had to do some research, man, watch some highlight film before I could even break these players down for you. But you know, he's a nice young player. Let's see how he develops. Again, these players have the advantage that they're going to a losing franchise, so they can strictly work on their game. There's no pressure on them to perform right off the bat. You know?
What skill do you think you'll bring to whatever team drafts you?
I think for sure.
The Timberwolves are on talks with the Thunder to trade their 17th pick to OKC for Ricky Rubio and pick number 25 and 28. Okay, that's not a bad trade for the. That is not a bad trade for the Timberwolves. They would get 2 picks, so maybe they could get 2 sleeper type players. Dan, you think we can grab Bogdan when we hit free agency come Friday? I say no. He's restricted. Why would you want to tie up your money, especially with other free agents being available like Wesley Matthews, or most likely going to go cheaper? And he's probably going to request too much money anyways. So I say no to Bodie. I think there's other options out there, man. I say no. Plus, I'm not too high on him. I'm not too high on him. He was putting up good numbers on a losing team. I'm good. I know he's a dish shooter, but there's other players out there, man.
What does it mean to share this moment?
Let's see what Cleveland does with that 5th pick. I haven't got the update yet because
first I'm just blessed to be in this position, blessed to be here with.
But I heard Wendell Carter Jr. could get traded.
Blessed, you know, big in the draft night.
So we'll see.
The draft night for sure is definitely. I'm grateful for it for sure, but
I don't watch college ball. How did Patrick Williams go in for if he averages 9 points a game? For potential, man. He's a young piece. He's a young gun. You know, freshmen sometimes don't put up the numbers, but they're highly touted basketball talent from high school, and so their body of work speaks for them more so than their stats. You know what I'm saying? Like some players. What did Anthony Davis average in college? I forgot. I think he only averaged like 11 points and like 4 blocks, so that was huge. So again, you got to see the potential. You got to look at the body of work. You can't just look at their so long year, especially with no March Madness. You got to look at everything: their motor, work ethic, personality. Are they from a good family? Looks like he's from a good family as well. So, you know, everything factors into it, man. When you're a scout, you have to make sure you draft properly. You want to draft the right kids with the right mindset, because it's 50% talent and then 50% mindset as well. If you want to be a star in this league, or at least successful in the league, you got to come in with the right mindset. And Cavs are on the clock and they're trying to work a trade. Ooh, okay, the pick is in, guys. The pick is in, and I'm just gonna tell you. You guys should know by now. All right, sources say that the Cleveland Cavaliers are selecting Isaac Okoro with the number 5 overall pick in the draft. That surprises me because I thought Cleveland
grandmother's right
See,
here.
this pick might get traded because I thought Cleveland wanted that Danny kid. Danny, I forgot his name. He's a foreign player. Danny Avihe or something like that. From what I was hearing, he was enamored. They were enamored by his talent. You know, he's a foreign player. So, yeah. Dan, what up? Just got the PS5 delivered today, and I caught up with your other videos I missed. For sure, bro. Hey, add my profile. Go watch the last video. I say what my profile name is. Add me, man. Maybe we could do a league or something in the future. Do the Lakers have a second round pick? No. No second round pick as of right now. Let's see if they buy one though. That would be interesting to see if they want to buy one. Yeah, I'm really shocked with the Cleveland pick though. I am. Again, Isaac Okoro is a nice player. Well, from everything I was hearing, and this is why you can't believe the rumors, they were like enamored by that Danny Avihe kid, and so you know, they threw me off. I'm sure other teams as well. They're probably like hoping for this kid Okoro to fall. And now, you know, now they got to re-scramble to make their selection. So we'll see what happens there.
How are they going to keep players engaged? We just sit here and hope that they can make it.
Who are the Lakers picking up? We don't have a draft in this draft. I'm sorry, we don't have a pick in this draft. We traded it away for Dennis Schroeder. Most of you guys know that already. Smash the like button if you guys already knew that. If you did it, yeah, let me break it to you, man. We don't have the 20th pick anymore. We traded that away for a very high-quality piece of Dennis Schroeder who can put up anywhere between 15 and 18 for us next year. Probably off the bench, but if he starts, even better. Yeah, the kid is speedy, he's shifty, and he's somebody who can play, get to the rim and stretch the floor. What should the Suns do with the 10th pick? Well, if I was the Suns, I would trade that pick and try to get another piece to go in with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. They're in win now mode. You don't trade for Chris Paul and keep rebuilding. They have DeAndre Ayton, they have Chris Paul, they have Devin Booker. They're like one good piece away from actually being considered close to being a contender. So, yep, that's what I would do. I would flip that pick for somebody very, very useful. I don't know. Whoever's up for trade, like maybe they could flip that pick and go out and grab. Let's see, who's a nice wing player? They could definitely use a wing player. Who's a nice young wing player? Maybe they could trade that for Aaron Gordon. That would be a nice pick. If they flip that with maybe another piece, they can go out and grab like an Aaron Gordon from Orlando. I heard he was on the trade market. So yeah, that would be a really nice pick. Aaron Gordon, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker. Now you got a nice little 4-piece right there. There he is, Isaac Okoro. I really didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. That's a shocker for me. Shocker for me. Dan, what would you do this offseason if you was the Lakers GM? If I'm the Lakers GM, I already succeeded the offseason. 1, by getting Dennis Schroeder. 2, though, I target Serge Ibaka. If I can't get Serge Ibaka, then I'm re-signing Dwight, and I'm trying to get DeMarcus Cousins to back him up. If that falls through, then worst case scenario, you go out and you get Tristan Thompson because at least he's got a motor. He's going to crash the glass and play some defense. So, yeah, that's my major plan right there. Plan B would be go out and try to get Gallinari, even though I heard he was included in some trade rumors already, and maybe some good role players like Wesley Matthews and guys like that. So there's a lot of routes we can go. And if a star becomes available and we have the assets to get it, maybe somebody like Zach LaVine, then I prioritize that. If we have the assets to go out and flip like Kuz, maybe a future first-round pick, if we have any, I doubt it, and like KCP on a sign and trade for Zach LaVine, I'm doing that 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10.
Can play in transition and can put the ball on the deck and get to the rim. If he can add a jump.
Yeah, that's a great pick. The Hawks just picked up a dog, man. The Hawks just picked up a dog, man. Onyeka Okongwu with the number 6 pick going to the Atlanta Hawks. Man, the Hawks know how to they definitely know how to draft. Like the Atlanta Hawks are great at drafting. He's another one of my favorite players. This is a defensive-minded beast. Some people compare him to Bam Adebayo. I'm not gonna make that comparison because Bam is very, very versatile, but I do like his defensive presence and what he could potentially bring to the Atlanta Hawks to go with John Collins, and Trae Young. They got a nice young core right there. And let's not forget DeAndre Hunter, who we traded to them. last year in that trade package for Anthony Davis. So, dang, that's probably one of my favorite picks so far in the draft. As far as him slipping down to number 6, I thought he'd go top 5. Yeah, that's great. We got pick number 7 is in Killian Hayes with the number 7 pick in the draft. So that means that the Knicks are going to get their guy Obi Toppin. That's great for the Knicks. I'm excited. Obi Toppin is projected to be a Kyle Kuzma type guy, but with supposedly better defense. That's what they say. We'll see. Yep, that's going to be a great pick, man. Obi Toppin falls to the Knicks. I'm kind of happy for them. This is the first time that they target somebody in the draft and he doesn't get taken because they're always drafting like in the mid 6, 7, 8s. They say, hey, Dan, if our great Kobe couldn't come back 100% from his torn Achilles, I don't think Clay and AD, I think you mean KD, are going to be the same. I wish those guys the best. I never want to see those type of players in any sort of predicament or injury like that because it takes some fun away from the league. You want to beat these guys at their best, for sure. Yeah, that means that Danny Avdija kid, he slipped. Somebody's going to be happy with him because from what I heard, he's very versatile. So I'm curious to see who picks him up. Yep.
That's right, Isaac. You are the first one and
You see, your recap is better than the draft, no cap. Appreciate that, Corey. Thank you so much. Man, I just love ball, bro, and I love breaking it down with you guys. You guys know a lot of basketball, hoop talk as well. So thank you for that. Yeah, Killian Hayes going 7 in the NBA draft. So again, Obi Toppin, he's NBA ready too. He's had a couple of years in college under his belt. He's going to come in ready to contribute right away. But if the Knicks do select him, do they go turn around and trade Julius Randle? Or I'm curious to see what the Knicks are going to do.
Who are you most looking forward to guarding in this league?
Who was 5 and who was 6? Number 5 was Isaac Okoro. Number 6. Let me see if I can catch you up here. Number 6 was Onyeka Okongwu. Yeah, that kid is nice, man. He played, I think his earlier years, he played with Lonzo and Lamelo, I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. So, a mini Luka. They think he's going to be a mini Luka? That's crazy. I mean, that's high praise, man. The next Luka / Jason Kidd, we'll see. Sometimes those foreign players pan out, but sometimes they do not. So I'm very curious to see what type of player he's going to be. To be honest with you, I did not scout that kid at all. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, big dog? Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, he played for Sierra Canyon High School. Exactly. I thought that kid looked familiar. I remember watching him. Yep. It'll be interesting, man. The Knicks, Obi Toppin. Could it be? Could they get their guy? If they fumble this, man, if the Knicks find a way to mess this up, it's just going to be too sad. But supposedly they have Leon Rose and some good front office executives. Let's see if they make the right pick. I'm super curious, man. What do you think the Warriors will do? They already did. They got James Wiseman. Now, will they keep the pick? I don't know. I would. Honestly, with all these injuries, you have to start building towards the future. Most of their stars are past 30. I don't see why they would. If anything, I'd trade Wiggins before I trade the pick.
A lot of really good Cam Reddish, a lot of good young wings. I think having a physical presence like that to work with Clint Capella could be a really good.
He said Kenyon Martin Jr. is in the draft. He played with Sierra Canyon also. Oh, I didn't know that. I appreciate the update, Kevin. Damn, we the champs. We not in the lottery anymore. Don't you love that? I love it, bro. I love that, Kiki. I love it.
6th overall. We'll see who Atlanta has selected as the Commissioner Adam Silver makes his way to the podium.
That's that Onyeka Okongwu kid. That's a great pickup for them.
Atlanta Hawks select Onyeka.
I'm a big Trae Young fan, so I'm kind of excited to see what that future looks like. You know. Hey Dan, do you have other format other than YouTube? Twitter and YouTube, man. Those are mainly my 2 platforms. I'm not much of a social media guy, but you can find me on Twitter for the most part, and you can find me on YouTube. I love that reaction. I love that. That's heartwarming right there. Damn. That's nice, man. You love to see a united family like that. That just means the kid was raised properly. Hey Dan, you said, did you hear about Danny Green to the Sixers? Yeah, I did. I'm not surprised because the Rockets do have Daryl Morey who loves small ball, right? And so I kind of figured they would go small. They traded a big for a wing 3-point shooter. That doesn't make any sense as far as winning in a 7-game series, but I guess they still, small ball teams are stubborn. I guess till somebody wins a championship or not, but yeah, they're gonna stay stubborn because I don't think that's a successful. I think you need some size. You saw how they got exposed, so they keep KCP, Bradley, Kuzma. They know the system already. I agree, man, but we'll see. Did James Harden leave yet? Nice. He's currently with the Houston Rockets, from what I'm hearing. The Rockets are not trying to move on from him. They have him in the contract for another year. It's going to take like a super offer to get them to move off of James Harden. I think the Brooklyn Nets have that. And honestly, I don't think they get better if they make this trade because they'd be having to give up something along the lines of Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, who I'm a big fan of, Spencer Dinwiddie, and a bunch of first-round picks. I think that's what it would take. So what's good, Dan? The Lakers fan, loving the jersey, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to my boy for sending it out to me, man. Pistons draft Killian Hayes. Yep. Yeah, we know that. We're waiting for the Knicks, man. I keep refreshing my timeline. I'm a little nervous for the Knicks. Those of you that don't know, I respect and actually love the Knicks because their fan base is ultra loyal, even though they never win anything. So I root for them. And I hope that one day they get returned to the Patrick Ewing type days. That'd be nice. But I just respect their fan base. They're as passionate as we are, for sure. There's very few fan bases with the same passion Laker fans have. The Knicks are one of them.
I just promise myself that no matter what I do for the rest of my life, that I'm forever to my brother's legacy alive. His life is cut short. His little brother take a huge memory alive forever and always.
You've done some extensive interviews where you've never once mentioned the NBA because you said that you don't think anything is promised, and that's a lesson that your brother has taught you.
Wow.
But now you have a
Woj,
promise from an NBA.
Shams is destroying Woj as far as tweeting ahead of him, so Woj just kind of predicted something, which is funny. I never see Woj actually express himself, but he said New York has long been excited about Dayton's Obi Toppin might drop to them with the number 8 pick. He's almost there. That's the first time I ever see Woj tweet something, but I think the purpose of it was, expressing himself. The purpose of it was to try to beat Shams with a prediction. That's hilarious. Shams is destroying Woj on Twitter right now. He's getting to all the predictions before. That's hilarious. Would you trade and get into the lottery, Dan? We don't have anything to give up for the lottery. I doubt it, man. If it took Kuz, then yeah, I'll do it because I think, I don't think Kuz is going to be able to spread his wings here with us. So, yeah, that's the only reason why, because I wish him the best, man. I hope that Kuz, if he does stay, I hope he's finally respected and loved like he deserves, man.
Thank you for
that. If not, you're going to have me crying like this dude right here, man. Feeling bad.
Maybe you already knew a little bit. You're wearing the right Hawks colors.
Hey, the Knicks are taking long to make this pick on Twitter.
We're going back to you.
I'm kind of curious.
Perhaps just a little bit of foreshadowing. Sometimes they have a feeling a little inside.
Lakers just got better with Dennis Schroeder, and anyone who thinks differently is sleeping on the greatest franchise. As much as I love Jeremy Grant, I want him to win a chip, and he should go to the Lakers. Man, this guy, man, hey, man, just, at this point, you're better off just being a Laker fan, bro. We starting to love you over here, man. This Denver Nuggets baby guy, he's so generous, man. He's like the most classiest fan I've ever met from another fan base. So appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much. Yep. All right. The pick is in. Obi Toppin going to the Knicks. That's what's up. That's what's up, yo. Shout out to the Knicks. Baby, they finally got the pick they wanted. Hopefully he pans out. I'm excited to see if they can start building something, man, instead of trading all the young pieces away.
He's one of the best pick and roll players in the entire draft. He has great.
That's gonna be a great pick. I like Obi Toppin, but he's a forward. So where does that leave them? Where does that leave them with Julius Randle? Does he get traded now or what? He said, "Wait, are we in the 8th pick now?" But I kind of went ahead, bro, because this is taking too long. Officially up next is the Knicks, but yeah, it's gonna be Obi Toppin. I just got my sources just confirmed it's gonna be Obi, and I got that before both Woj and Shams. So, do the Lakers have the 8th pick? No. The Knicks now have like 6 forwards. Yeah, they can trade a couple of them though. I mean, Porter, not Porter. What's his name? Portis, Bobby Portis, and Julius could, in my opinion, be dangled.
The New York Knicks are on the clock.
New York Knicks. But nothing's official until Shams or Woj report it. So I'm gonna hold off. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, if my source is correct, it's gonna be Obi Toppin. The Knicks fellow player said Randall holds the ball too much. I mean, he does, man. That's always been the problem with Randall. I like the kid, but somebody I think once best described him as a bull in a china shop. That is essentially what his career has been like. If he just played under control, he would be a beast because he's strong, he's versatile, he can handle the ball a bit, and he has a nice jumper. So it's a shame he hasn't fully developed to be a consistent enough player at that position.
That's the answer. I mean,
you think the Knicks should get the European kid? Maybe they're thinking about it because Woj and Shams still have not announced anything. And my source told me it was going to be Obi Toppin, but let's see how legit my source is. This is the first night today. He told me not to expose him or anything, but he said he got inside information. I believe him because he got a ton of followers and
he's the best available.
And the check mark symbol. That's all I can say. But yeah, he definitely don't want to get exposed.
Another guy.
He's sending me the messages.
Really score, and I think has been undervalued.
Kendrick Nunn has been told there's a chance he gets moved tonight. Oh, okay. Okay. Are the Lakers going to keep Howard? I hope so. Well, to me, he's a plan B if we don't get Serge Ibaka. If we get Serge, then all bets are off because we're not going to have enough money to re-sign him. Dwight did mention he wants to get paid, so I expect him to get anywhere between $5 and $6 million. Anything above that is too much for what he brings to the table because he's mainly a good defender, rebounder, and alley-oop dunker. That's what he is at this point of his career. He is a rim protector, which really helps us. So, it would be a little harsh to lose him and not get the rim protection in return. But,
New York is like, bring Russell Westbrook to New York City.
How many of these players are going to G League? Stop it, man. It's a positive day. You got to stay positive. I like Larry Nance Jr. It'd be nice if we got him back for sure.
They would have 2 then in the top 8 if the Knicks were to go in that direction. Patrick Williams going forward.
See what happened.
That's ties to great Dave Cowens as the highest draft pick in Florida.
This guy said this guy looks like a white Melo. First of all, I'm Hispanic. So watch your tone, bro.
Sometimes that's been challenging historically. Is that fair to say? Yeah.
There you go. Obi Toppin is official. Woj just announced it, so I guess my source is really, really legit. That's what's up. That's what's up. And for that, I'm going to keep my end of the bargain and not expose it.
I will say this for Tibbs. The way they constructed this.
Damn. The Wizards just got that Avia kid. That's interesting right there, man.
Moving in the right direction. I do feel that Tibbs,
it's a compliment. Is that a compliment? Hello, I guess.
That's the really hard thing about the draft is you only get rookies out of it.
Hey, Dan, what are your thoughts about Nate Darling? Nate Darling. Honestly, doesn't ring a bell, man. I don't think I scouted him at all, to be quite honest with you. And I don't want to give you empty scouting reports. That's not me. I keep it 100 with you. So, yep. No, sir. I can't give you any thoughts on what was his name? Nate? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I never heard of him either. That's crazy. I like THT and Devontae Kaycock. G League. Yeah, they came from the G League too. Absolutely. There he is. Obi Toppin.
Pick the 2020 NBA draft.
Let me hear this one, guys. I want to see his
Obi Toppin from Dayton University.
Dude, what a pick. And this kid has a spine on him, too. He's a dog. Obi Toppin is a dog, so I think he's perfect for the Knicks. I think he's going to have thick skin, and I think the Knicks he's going to thrive with it. And he really wanted to be there, too. That's what's up. I enjoy watching these kids' dreams come true. It makes me want to cry a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to go soft on y'all, but yeah. Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm happy. I'm happy the Knicks got their guy. Look at this kid. He's an athlete too. Okay. I don't know if the Knicks develop their players. Well, I'll say this. Some players just come ready, man. If they come ready to put in the work, whether they develop them or not, they pan out. And I think I have a good feeling about this kid. Hopefully I'm right.
Little baby Obi didn't dunk until
Pin this, guys. Remind me if I was right about Obi Toppin.
And it took a while for me to dunk on the 10-foot rim. So me going from 6'2" my junior year to 6'5", me being able to dunk my
see that?
year,
he had a similar spurt story to AD.
When I had that first dunk, I knew right away there was no more layup.
Damn, what's up?
I feel like dunking the ball for anybody, it just brings.
He reminds me a little bit of Rudy Gay. I think that would be my comparison for him. Rudy Gay in his Memphis Grizzlies days. That's a good comparison. If he can pan out to be that type of player, they got themselves a nice little draft steal.
The highest career field goal percentage by an AD player of the year. That is some pretty significant.
I wonder when is James Dolan ever going to leave, despite the fact that I'm a Lakers fan. Yeah, I wish them the best, man. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but the Knicks is the other franchise that I respect. That fan base's loyalty. They've been through it all, and they're still there, man. So nothing but love and respect to Knicks fans. You know, that's what's up. Damn, he's emotional.
I wouldn't believe her. I swear to God, I wouldn't believe her. This is.
That's what's up.
Damn, bro.
This is breaking down hard this week. You can't continue.
No, you don't need to be sorry. She said that she would have thought it was an April Fool's joke. How do you process this leap that you've made that has catapulted you to be an NBA lottery pick?
It's a blessing. I want to thank God. Without him, I would not be here. Without my parents, I wouldn't be here. Without my teammate right here to the left of me, I wouldn't be here. I appreciate you, bro.
That is a
shout out to Jalen Cruncher. I wouldn't be here without him. My coach is right here in the back, Coach Grant. Right. Coach Greer. I would not be here without him, so I'm very grateful, and it's a blessing to be in this position. So.
If being drafted wasn't special enough, yeah, that's right. Point to that house.
That's a beautiful thing, man. These kids' dreams are being realized right before our eyes. This is guaranteed millions. When you're a lottery pick, it's guaranteed millions. So whether they make it or not, man, they already made it, man. They already made it. They out the streets.
So important
they're doing what they got to do. Big ups to these kids, man. They put in the work. Now it's time to reap the rewards.
That's why it's important.
But he's from New York too, so they got their guy.
My city is, it's amazing.
That's what's up. It's a beautiful thing.
To be in this position, and I'm not going to take it for granted. I promise
you wanted to be there, and the Knicks wanted him too. So it's the first time in a while the Knicks got.
Thank you so much.
So I'm really happy.
Congratulations. Hopefully we get to see you at Dykeman or one of those parks on the street soon a little bit too.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna be a fan of this guy. I can already tell. He said, "Hey Dan, quick question: do you think the Lakers should retire a couple of numbers to catch up to the Celtics?" No, I like the holy grail we have, man. We don't retire numbers just to retire numbers. Like the Celtics, you know, we don't have no weak ass John Havliceks. I'm just like, no disrespect, but to the legends. But I'm just saying, man. From a rival perspective, I like the way we retire jerseys. We only put greatness up there on the wall. So I expect LeBron, and hopefully in the future, if he stays with us for many years, Anthony Davis to hang from the Raptors.
They got a player who
future superstar. Ooh, that's high praise. Hopefully, man, because the Knicks fans really deserve something great to cheer for. They had Porzingis, but Porzingis didn't want to be there. This kid wants to be there, so hopefully it pans out, man. I'm gonna have fun watching the Knicks with R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Obi Toppin. That should be fun. He said, "I remember when Oak and Starks used to go hard in the paint back when the Knicks were hard." Damn, man, I was too young to remember that. I was a baby. Yeah, Havlicek was good, man. I'm wilding now. I'm just disrespecting the Celtics. But you can't disrespect the legends. That's my bad. I thought Kobe wanted to retire Powell. I would retire Powell. Powell deserves to be retired because he helped us win 2 championships. Now, I changed my position on that, but especially since Kobe passed, we should honor his wishes, man. That Danny, see, I was butchering his name. What was his name again? I just missed it. Cole Anthony, I think is going to be really good too. Let's see how far he's. Kira Lewis Jr. should have been a lottery pick. Let's see if he ends up being one. There's a lot of sleepers left remaining. So Danny Avila. Yeah, I was right. That is his name. The Wizards are selecting him with the 9th pick. Do we buy a pick? I hope we do. I hope we buy a pick, but so far nothing, man. I keep refreshing my timeline and
I just don't know if I love
nothing there as far as buying a pick. But so far this draft has been very entertaining. I see the players being very emotional, man. They're making their dream come true. It's making me want to tear up, man. I'm fighting back tears. Is a DTLF, please do a top 10 recap when we get to this point. A top 10 recap? Oh, okay, I got you, brother. I see. About the picks, right?
Danny Avdia, the guy that we talked about a lot.
I get you with the recap right now, bro. Matter of fact, to your request, man, to show my appreciation for you being a loyal subscriber, bro. I appreciate you. If I could just get to my home. Yo, Twitter has changed. It is hard to go to your home now. I don't even see the option.
I think this is going to
How
be
do I
a
get to my
stealing
home?
draft, to be honest. I think Danny Avdia, when we look back 5 years from now, we're going
Okay,
to
there it
see
is.
a guy who could be
All right, so just to recap right quick.
Starts with his basketball IQ.
All right, so number 1 pick,
He's tremendous in the
it was Anthony Edwards.
great size.
Right pick so far. Number 2 pick, James Wiseman. Number 3 pick, Lamelo Ball. Right? Number 3 pick, Lamelo Ball. Number 4 pick, let's see if I pull it up right here. It was Chicago selecting Patrick Williams. Number 5th pick, Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro. Number 6th pick, it was the Atlanta Hawks selecting Onyeka Okongwu. It was going to be a beast, by the way. I love that pick. Detroit selected Killian Hayes with the number 7 pick, and then it was the New York Knicks with Obi Toppin, followed by Danny Avdia, number 9 to the Washington Wizards. That's where we're at right now, bro. Quick little recap.
He speaks 2.5 languages, learned English by watching television and playing.
Can I give you the guys' Twitter so you can follow them? Yeah, it's their Twitter is at Wojnarowski. So just type in the acrobat and then Wojnarowski. And then the other one is, you don't even have to type in the whole thing. Just type in at Woj. I know it's hard to spell Wojnarowski, right? That's the right way to say it. So just type the at and then type in WOJ and then the full name will pop out. That's the way I did it, man, because I was having trouble like typing in the full name. Like, who knows how to spell Wojnarowski, right? It's like, what is it, like a German name? I don't know. But yeah, it's nothing we're familiar with. So yep, just type that in. And the other one is at. Type in the at again and then Shams. SHAMS. And then it should pop up. He said, awesome. I got you, brother. He said, yeah. Andre.
What a special night for you and Israeli basketball.
He said, Dan, let's see if we can get ourselves another steal like Kuzma and Talon Horton Tucker. As of right now, we don't have a pick. But yes, I hope we do trade up, or not trade up, but buy one. I hope that Rob is working the phones trying to purchase a pick.
A small country didn't provide as many NBA players, and for me to represent my country.
This kid is full. He's from Israel, I think. So let's see how this foreign kid comes in and puts in work, man. I'm very interested to see his story.
Get my game to the next level.
Anyone know what number LaMelo is going to wear? Because number 1 is taken by Malik Monk.
What message
Who knows?
do you want to send
Who
to
knows?
your friends, your family, your fans at home?
I truly love him. I love the support.
I'm refreshing my page, trying to see if we get the next pick in.
100%.
The 10th pick. Are we going to trade for a pick? Again, we don't know. I will update you guys. If we get any updates on that, I got you. But make sure y'all smash the like button, guys. Make sure we keep smashing that like button. We got 225. We should have at least 150 likes up in here. So make sure y'all help your boy out. I was telling one of my guys that Alonzo and Melo are my cousins. Oh, really? That's cool, man. That's what's up. That is what's up, Kevin. Are we going to trade a pick? He said, I want Luke Kennard on the Lakers. Who did the Heat get? I'm not sure yet, man. We don't have the update yet. I got you as soon as it comes through. As soon as it comes through. But there's some good options there. I'm telling you, there's definitely some good options. And I've been hearing Kendrick Nunn was going to get traded potentially tonight. So let's see if they're trying to move up or what. He said there's going to be a silent night for us Laker fans. Well, we'll see, because the 20th is around the corner. I'll tell you what, it won't be a silent week. Free agency's around the corner. If we land Serge Ibaka, man, call it A+ all season. Dennis Schroeder, Serge Ibaka to a championship. LeBron, AD, Kuz, and whoever else is left over, that's another championship. Trust me, I guarantee it. If we get Serge Ibaka, guaranteed championship. Now, I already think we're winning the championship just with Dennis, the menace. But if we can add somebody like Serge, big body like that, skilled, talented all the way around, it'd be amazing, man. It'll work wonders for us, for real. We'll be capped out. Yeah, but we can still go over the cap to sign back our own players, right? So that wouldn't be a problem. We still got KCP amongst other players out there. So it's a good show, brother. Ibaka soon. Hopefully, bro, and I appreciate that. Hopefully we get Ibaka, but it's up in the air as of right now. I would love to have Serge. So if we can't get Serge, then I think we need to make sure we bring back Dwight and then DeMarcus to back him up. I'd love it. And Avery Bradley wants a long-term deal. Yeah, but he's in no position to request anything since he didn't play in the bubble. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound mean, but that's where you really had a chance to play up your value for your contract. So since he didn't do that, I wouldn't offer him anything. It's like opt in or opt out, Avery. We won one without you. You need us more than we need you. That's what I would tell him. Like either you want to opt in or you want to opt out. It's up to you, bro. Like I was cool with him sitting out and everything, but him demanding a bigger contract is just not going to happen. I'm sorry. I can demand to win the lottery right now. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. We could all sit here and throw a fit, or we could just move on with life.
Get 0% APR for 66.
I'll take him for $5 million, of course. If he opts in, I'm happy. Avery Bradley is legit. But all I'm saying is there's no way we're going to allow him to opt out only to sign him to a longer-term contract now. We're trying to keep the cap clear. That way, we can make moves moving forward. Let's see what the top 10. Let's see what the 10th overall pick is. I'm curious. Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is the 10th pick. All right. I don't know too much about Jalen Smith, but yep, that's the 10th pick right there. That means there's 4 picks left in the lottery. A lot of players are going to be snubbed. I mean, Cole Anthony, in my opinion, is one of the biggest steals in this draft. Cole Anthony might not be a lottery pick. So, man, whoever gets him might have a star in their hands. Just because he had an off year for North Carolina, remember, he played with a bunch of bums. None of those kids made it to this draft. So that tells you he still put up decent numbers playing with a bunch of bums. So Cole Anthony, watch out for him moving forward. Who else? I'm missing a couple players, but yeah, there's still a couple players up on the big board. Right now, they'll refresh my memory. Yeah, I don't know much about this kid, but we'll see. That's what the Suns take. Somebody was asking me earlier what the Suns were going to do. He said, where would they have went if they stayed an extra year? Who are you talking about? I'm not sure. Who are you talking about, bro? Who's they? How are you going to sit out the bubble and demand more money? That's what I'm saying. You can't do that. It's not going to happen. That won't happen.
Always on the phone with us, making sure that we kept our grades up, making sure that I was taking.
He said if Cole Anthony falls out of the top 20, we should trade Cruz for that pick. It'd be hard to say no to that. That's what I'm saying. But we don't need another guard. We just got Schroeder, so that's the only reason I'm probably not going to do that. But I'm looking at other teams. Like, let me give you an example. If the Knicks could trade up and try to get Cole Anthony, that would be a great. They would win the draft by having Obi Toppin and Cole Anthony. Man, those two guys have unlimited star potential. So yeah, I think Kevin King said no. I feel you, bro. I think sometimes people look at the talent more than the fit. I'm definitely, if I'm the Lakers, we got to look at the fit because we're a championship contender. So Cole Anthony wouldn't fit our team. We already have, we already have Dennis Schroeder. So we're good there. Not looking for other guards. Only wing players and shooting guards. But we're not looking for a ball handling, ball dominant guard.
Away from the ball. And a really good rebounder, but an excellent.
We need a wing like Devin Vassell. That I agree with. A wing, yes. Or a big. Wing or a big, I'm good with it. But yeah.
21 double-doubles this year, averaged over 15 points and over 10.5.
I predict Kuz will figure it out this season. I think so too. What people don't understand, they keep underestimating the fact that he's in a contract year. If he wants to cash out, he's going to have to put up numbers. So for those stat fans, the ones that don't care that he sacrificed for the team or whatever, they're going to be happy because I think Kuz this year is really going to show out. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
What a cool moment there. You see the emotion from Jalen.
Oh, okay. I remember this kid, Jalen Smith. I just seen his highlights. He's pretty decent. He's a defensive-minded big, so That's what's up. Let's see what the Spurs do here. I wouldn't be shocked if they go with some foreign player. I wouldn't be shocked, man. That's what the Spurs do. He said, what happened to Melo? Melo went third to the Charlotte Hornets. If you're just tuning in, Melo went third. He's going to be playing for Michael Jordan. So it's all good for him and his brand. But he's going to start off in the small market for sure. What is Stephen A. tripping on?
6 games, and so that's brought them to a position to be able to.
Oh my God, Stephen A. bro. This is why. See, people like Stephen A. give the Knicks fans a bad rep. Don't complain about this pick. You're supposed to show your confidence in the young piece. Stop it. He said, I like Obi Toppin a lot. I really do. He said, he's from New York. He's going to rep the city. I have no doubt. But the Knicks just needed a guard. And then he has this whole rant speech of him just ranting about it. Like, bro, you should be showing love to your young rook. That's the only problem I have with some Knicks fans. They're just too harsh on the young players. They gotta be patient and let them develop, man. You know, how can you not be moved by that Obi Toppin little interview right there, man, with his family when they was tearing up? It was sad to watch. You know, you gotta cheer for a kid like that. There's a lot of heart, you can tell. He said,
if there's one team in which has had great point guards.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith kind of is a clown sometimes, man. I mean, remember what he said about Kristaps when he got drafted? Like basically he can't play. Like he has good size, but he's like a baby deer in the headlights or something like that. Like, come on, bro. How can you even say that without watching a man lace up? As soon as he laced up, everybody should have known the kid was gonna be special. Like, man.
Greece with the under-19 USA basketball team, and he looked like a young.
He said that Kristaps should be a meme. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's always. You gotta be happy at some point. Obi Toppin is a great pick for your Knicks. He's gonna make you eat your words later. That's all that's gonna happen. Like always, I gotta apologize. You know, he's gonna come out on first day like, I gotta tell y'all something. I gotta apologize. Obi Toppin is a great kid. I could already hear it, man. I'm over Steven. Come on. You gotta show support. Stop it. Stop acting a fool, man, on these kids. They're living their dreams. You already got your money, Stephen A. You're the highest paid TV personality. I think it's $10 million a year. You shouldn't be ragging on these kids, especially not day one. He says Stephen A. still has credibility now. I mean, I'm not gonna crap on Stephen A. I knew it. Look, they're taking Devin Vassell. That's a great pick for the Spurs. Wow, the Spurs again, man. They're sneaky. They're taking that Devin Vassell kid. That's a great pick, man. Jeez, these Spurs are dangerous because they keep recycling their players. They keep getting these players that just know how to come in and ball. Under Greg Popovich, that kid's going to develop. Trust me. Look up his highlights if you guys don't know who he is.
Gives them a two-way guy on the wing. And so
great pick.
Over 40% from three this past season. He's a late bloomer, so they could really turn him into something.
He said Kuz should start 15 games while AD and LeBron take days off. That's why he will not get traded. Fact. That's a good point. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Did we buy any picks? Not yet, Link. Not yet, bro. I'm going to play the villain. I'm going to be the Ganon to your Link, man. We haven't bought anything yet. But we'll see what happens, man. It's a long night. I won't be here for the second round. I may not even finish the first round, depending on how long this takes. But we're already an hour and 13 minutes in. So I'll probably be out by 7, guys, because I got some things to do. But hopefully we get to cover the whole first round. We'll see.
Here's the commissioner, Adam Silver.
Yeah, some of those sites just put stuff out there. Why would the Blazers trade CJ for Kuz package when they got Covington? Yeah, it don't make sense at all. That's ridiculous. And I agree with you, Kevin. I don't believe half of these.
Devin Vassell.
Bro, that's gonna be crazy. That's a good pickup right there.
The second Seminole of the night going off the board. Devin Vassell.
He was second team All ACC, man.
His teammate at Florida
That's a good pick right there.
Vassell is going to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep, and he plays defense too. Perfect for the Spurs. Perfect.
Now.
He said, I think the only props to Stephen A. Smith is when he says stay off the weed. I'm not gonna say he's an idiot. Look, the guy makes some great points. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the draft picks, they're never happy. Never. You know, that's the only thing I don't like. I understand they're passionate and all that, but I just wish that people were more compassionate towards young kids. Like, you don't gotta put them down, man. Same thing applies to Kuz. Like, all these low life, middle-aged people out here hating on the young kid Kuz who's just living his life. It drives me crazy. I don't get that. I'm only 29, but you know, I'm an old soul at heart, and I kind of see everything from a broad perspective. Like, just put yourself in Kuz's place. He just helped us win a championship. He was great during the regular season. He had like the first 2 playoff series. He was great, and then, you know, he didn't have the most consistent finish to the season, but he was good overall for us, man. He sacrificed for the team, which he said he would do, and he took a hit in the stats. But if he didn't sacrifice for the team, maybe he would have deterred us, man. That's what people don't understand. And we won the championship. There is no reason why Laker fans should be angry at any player. Not Danny Green, not Kyle Kuzma, no player. Right? In the heat of the moment, I get it. But they still went too far making those propositions and all that stuff they did. Ridiculous. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is really disheartening for me to watch. It shows that, you know, America has a lot of maturing to do. I'm sure if they were overseas, young players would be, you know, respected a lot more. Yep. Looks like the Sacramento Kings select Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know if I butchered his name, but I didn't really see him play much, so I'm sorry I don't have much of a breakdown for you Kings fans. But yeah, that's the pick right there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Kuz is a better fit with Dennis because he can take advantage of compromised offense Dennis creates. He said, remember, his best offense was coming off the bench next to JC. And Lonzo, who's a playmaker first, for sure. If Houston deals James Harden, they will ask for Kyrie, and for sure. We'll see.
I have no words. It's just a blessing for real.
Absolutely. Your shot has garnered a lot of attention. What are your
I seen him looks kind of awkward.
As you enter the league?
Oh, interesting.
I
really didn't see that kid, Tyrese Halliburton, play. But I'm looking at the best available picks. There's still some talent up on the board. I'm telling you, this is one of those drafts where some of the players that go later on in the draft might be. Some players that go down later on in the draft might be better than some of the ones that went in the lottery. So, you know, can we get Bogdan? I doubt it, brother. I doubt it. I don't want to give you false hope. I think he's just going to ask for too much money, and if we pay him a little bit, you know, he is a restricted free agent, so you know, he's going to get paid for sure, and most likely they're going to match whatever, unless he gets paid too much, which we don't want to do. You know what I just noticed? I'm going to tell you what I just realized right now. The Spurs might have drafted the DeMar DeRozan replacement. He was a shooting guard, right? That's interesting.
The Sacramento Kings select Tyrese
Halliburton. The Pelicans are talking trade with their number 13 pick. Let's see who's in the market to try to trade with the Pelicans. I'm interested.
I do. I think he's one of the best.
You said the Kings have flubbed their trade. They still have Vlade. Yeah, they haven't done a lot of good stuff with their draft pick so far, man. Do you think we'll be number 1 seed in the West again? We'll see after free agency. I'll answer that. If we get Serge, no doubt in my mind. Nobody's stopping us, man. And 72 game this season, we should come out on top. But supporting cast matters because we want to rest guys like AD and LeBron, especially coming off of a month and a half off season. So we want to make sure those guys get rest. If we can get some more firepower, maybe through trade or free agency, that's why I would like that DeMar DeRozan trade. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy that we got Dennis Schroeder, but I think if we really want to take weight off of LeBron and AD, we should go out and grab another certified star player like DeMar DeRozan. That's just me, though. Says the Pelicans are discussing different possible trades for number 13. Dang, what possible trades? I'm very curious. My interest is peaked. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the support always, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. The Pelicans are shopping Zoe. I'd love to have him, but I doubt we have anything to give up. But you know what? His defense and versatility, getting out in transition would be welcome. You know, LeBron loved that kid as well, so it would be welcome. But again, I don't think we have what it takes. Like, it wouldn't make sense for the Pelicans for us to trade him there, and then them to trade him to us.
He's out there shooting threes.
I'm out, Dan. Keep grinding, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one, man. God bless, Kevin. God bless you, man. He said, yeah, true. He said, I think he's going to depend a lot on how much LeBron load manages. Exactly. That's why I still expect the Lakers to make some sort of a move. But I do hope that for sure Ibaka's in the cards, right, moving forward. That would be a good pickup for sure. So I'm hoping that Serge Ibaka is that guy that comes here. He said, how, bro? What do we have to offer for Denver, for DeMar? Easy. Easy. The Spurs love KCP. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a role player who plays his role, doesn't complain, comes in, knocks down shots, and plays defense. If we get KCP back in a sign-in trade, and we trade him away to the Spurs, and then we include some pieces, like let's just say that Avery Bradley opts in, or maybe JaVale McGee, that's all it would take. So there's ways to do it. I'm no GM, but I can crunch the numbers for you, and I'm telling you right now, it's still possible to land DeMar. Now, it's also possible to land Zach LaVine. And who do I prefer? Zach LaVine. He's younger. If we have to give up a future first-round pick, the same package I just mentioned, for Zach, I would do that. I would do that. Now, yeah, he makes $27 million, but you just have to be within $4 million of the trade deal. That's the way it works. You have to be within the space limit to operate, and the rest could just, it comes off of your cap. So, yeah, that's still very possible. The numbers don't have to match exactly.
The Iowa State point guard, now former Iowa State point guard.
He said, so I'm guessing the deal is finalized since Danny got traded to Philadelphia? Yeah, everything's verbally agreed to right now. I think the deal gets finalized after we make our pick at 28. Once we make our pick at 28, I think the commissioner will announce the trade when he comes to the podium. And he'll say, okay, there's been a trade. And I said the Lakers trade their pick for Dennis Schroeder or for the rights or whatever,
The perfect spot. Sacramento's a perfect spot for me.
Ibaka would be great. We need a wing too. Mo Harkless would be nice. He would. Somebody else that would be nice, very underrated, is Rodney Hood. I actually like Rodney Hood. He's so hood. No, I'm just like, no, but I do like Rodney Hood. He's somebody who can, come in, knock down shots, and play some solid defense. I do like him. I've always liked him. So that's another option. He just opted out. He's going to be unrestricted. That's also a good pickup for like $2-3 million. That'd be nice.
Bring Sacramento back. And you get to win the game, so I'm just ready.
Jameson, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the donation, man. I didn't expect any of that today, so thank you guys. He said Kuzma has earned his minutes and respect from the fan base for the sacrifices to the team to win a chip. Exactly. We should be ecstatic. And this is where I say we're a spoiled fan base, because even though we won a championship, we always expect more. So I understand the passion, but I don't understand is the disrespect. It's all right to not want Kuzma or to ask for him to get traded, but it's not okay to go on his Twitter timeline, trash him, call him garbage, make fun of him, say he's trade him for a bag of chips, whatever. That's not okay, because the kid is actually talented, and for the most part, he has overachieved in his career. And if you're a middle-aged person ragging on Kyle Kuzma, who's just a young dude, like, check yourself, man. That's all I gotta say. Just don't rag young kids. If it's Patrick Beverly, I have no problem with it. Rag all you want. His barking and all that caused that. So rag on him. I don't care. I rag on myself. I call him Skid Row bum. I do it all the time. He never gets a fresh cut or nothing. So he wants to look bummy. We'll call him like he looks. But that's a vet. It's different, man. That's a vet who's also a dirtbag. Kuz is none of that. He's a young piece. He's not a dirtbag. The kid is humble. Just don't rag on him. He said, Wait. Hold up. Danny Green got traded twice in 3 days? Yes, he did. He's now a member of the Philadelphia 76ers. He got traded for Al Horford in a first-round pick. Obviously, this trade makes sense because, they just got Daryl Morey, who loves playing small ball over there in Philly, and because they're trying to get out of the Al Horford atrocious contract. So they accomplished two things, and the Thunder are in rebuild mode, so they can afford to, take a bad contract for the next couple of years because they're not really competing for anything.
They're going to try to build everything around Zion now.
Interesting. Ooh, that's a great pickup. Oh, my goodness. That means Lonzo's probably going to be gone. That's a great pickup. Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, the Pelicans might have had to steal the draft. They just picked up Kira Lewis. That kid is great, man. He got John Morant type potential. I like Kira Lewis a lot. Again, this is one of those drafts where some of the players that get selected later on in the draft might be better than maybe even the top 5 picks. So Kira Lewis is one of those players that could be a wild card. Let's see how he develops, but he's very speedy, man. He can get in the lane, cause some havoc, play make a little bit. Yeah, that's a great pickup for the Pelicans. Who's also one of the funner teams to watch around the league.
With the
So.
13th pick.
Completely non-related, but if a decent team trades a bag of chips for Julius Randle, they would be getting a steal. Oh my God, Jesus!
University of Alabama.
Damn, they got Kyra Lewis. I'm telling you, y'all didn't see this kid? Go back and watch his highlights. He's good, man. Straight beast. And the Pelicans, yeah, they got a bright young future. I guess they're not settling for Lonzo. They want. Wow. Yeah, this is bad news for Lonzo Ball. I'm sure the Ball family is not happy right now.
He can change speeds, but really gets down.
They said, yep, 16 points per game and 19 points per game first 3 seasons. Oh, you guys still talking about Kuz? I'm glad we got rid of Horford. Yeah, like people don't understand. They're trashing that trade, but I mean, y'all had to get rid of a contract somehow, so you had to, give up that pick. And Danny Green's an expiring contract, so it's a win-win. We clear up cap like this. By next season, the Sixers will have cap.
So still a young player, like very humble and a really hard worker.
Here's the draft headquarters for the Pelicans in Metairie as they celebrate. Jay mentioned.
They said Joe Harris is a solid pickup if we can get him. We won't be able to get him. He's going to get paid. Trust me. You don't. And plus, I'm not a huge fan of his no defense. For the money he's going to command on the market just because he won the three-point shooting contest, don't be fooled. He's overrated. Don't be fooled. He's a glorified Kyle Korver, man. No, thank you. Better handles, better at attacking, but not for the 17 to 19 he's going to command on the market. I'm good on that. Yeah, Cole Anthony is falling. I had a feeling he was going to fall out of the lottery. Like I told you guys, whoever picks him up, I hope it's not Boston who picks him up right now, since there was rumors that they were trying to trade Kemba Walker. They don't need a guard, but especially because he's probably not going to get to play much this year. So I hope it's not Boston that picks him up. But let's see who picks up Cole Anthony. So far, no trades, though. I'm kind of shocked because I was hearing all these rumors about these trades that was going to happen. And so far, all bad. No trades. I'm on for about 30 more minutes, guys, and then I'm outies. I haven't ate either, so I'm going to go grab a bite. He said, does anyone know where Chris Berman Anderson is these days? I don't know, man. That guy, it was something else. Okay, so the Boston is targeting Aaron Naismith at number 14. But it's not confirmed. This is just Woj trying to be Shams again, but just making a guess. Targeting and pick and will pick is different. Hey, Woj has been on some funny stuff tonight. I've never seen Woj predict so many picks before. That's ridiculous. Come on, Woj, don't report it if it ain't factual yet, man. Because you're going to look dumb if that doesn't end up being the pick. That's all I'm saying. He said, Dan, invest in crypto, bro? I've been hearing about that whole cryptocurrency, man. I feel you on that. That's some apocalypse type stuff, man. And I'm still like a couple. So far, the 3 picks I really like in this draft were that. I'm just gonna say that big center guy from that got drafted by the Hawks. That was one of my favorite picks. The next one was that Obi Toppin pick, just because I love the emotion. I hope he does well with New York. That's where they wanted him, and that's where he wanted. And also the Kira Lewis pick to the Pelicans. That's a great pickup, man. That's easily could be the successor to Lonzo Ball. So the pressure's on. He might get traded, though. He might get traded. He said, what's up, Dan? What's up, bro? How you doing? Since KCP wants more money, will you sign and trade for Ibaka and then get Clarkson for the mid-level exception? I don't think it works that way. If we do a sign and trade, we might be hard capped, which means we can't go, and pay the full mid-level exception. But yes, I would do that. I would definitely do that if that was possible. But there's such a thing as a hard cap, which means if you overpay for one of your free agents, you're capped out. You can't go out and use some of that cap space for other free agents. But the way we could use a mid-level exception is if we sign that free agent first and then go over the cap to then sign KCP. So don't be shocked if we make our roster moves late and we try to get other people first before we re-sign some of our guys. That would be the right way. Although you do risk losing that player to a better offer elsewhere. But if those guys really want to win a championship and they want to help improve the roster, but at the same time, I understand if they do go elsewhere because you're playing with their money. If at the end of the day you go out and you get somebody better, then you come back and you don't give them the offer and they don't have offers there no more, then they lose out on money too. So it's complicated. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, the Orlando Magic just got a good one, guys. Cole Anthony's going number 15, right outside the lottery to the Orlando Magic. That's a great pickup. Again, that's another great pickup right there, especially because they don't have a solidified guard, right? I mean, they have, don't get me wrong, they have Markelle Fultz, but Cole Anthony has a lot of potential, and he definitely won't stunt the growth of they won't stunt each other's growth. They're both growing together. That's a good pick, and they already had Aaron Gordon. They already have Vucevic, so they got their bigs in line in order. They have that one kid, I forgot, Jonathan Isaac, who also looks nice before he got injured. That's another good pick, Cole Anthony to the Magic. I think they're going to be very happy with that pickup. If he develops properly, it's a wrap. Could be an all-star, man. Shifty guard. Like him a lot. I like it. That's funny because my friend just texted me. He said, please let Cole Anthony slip to us. We don't have a pick, bro. I'm about to blow his mind. I'm about to spoil it for him. Watch. He doesn't know I get the picks first. I'll say, nah, he going to the Magic at 15. Watch. He's probably gonna naysay me because my friend we always go back and forth and we have these little discussions we get. He's gonna get proven wrong because I got the pick right here. Dan, I'm about to take a history quiz whiz. Wish me luck, bro. Hey, good luck, brother. Proud of you. Proud of you, Omar. Do your thing, brother. He said, man, once the Lakers make a move, we get lit. Absolutely. Hopefully these Lakers do make a move. Hopefully they make the right moves, though. We don't want them to make moves for the sake of making a move. If they make a move, we want it to be the right move, just like that Dennis Schroeder trade. That's nice right there. Make sure y'all smash the like button, too, man. We about 1 hour and 30 minutes in. Celtics, they took Naismith. Okay, I don't know who that is. Again. He said, any updates on Dang's situation yet? We haven't got an update on that. I would probably make a video on that if that and something else pops off. But yeah, we haven't got an update on that at all. Hold on, I'm gonna stand up right quick, guys. I'm getting kind of sore from sitting down, so give me a second. You can shake it off. All right. All right, round two. Round two. He said, Nerlens Noel would be a great pickup for the Lakers if we can get him. If we can't get him back, he'd be decent. He's decent. He's never proven anything in his career, but yeah, I mean, as far as length goes and the ability to block shots and rebound, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, Lil Dame contract killed us for years, bro. For years.
How are your teammates on the Celtics going to see that?
Still affecting us till today. Till today.
Trying to earn myself in a second.
He said core LeBron, AD, AC, Schroeder is all we need. I mean, that's definitely all we need, but we don't want to put that much pressure on our star players. So we want to, make sure we give them some cushion for the pushing. I don't know what Mitch was thinking with those Mozgov and Dane contracts. I don't know either. I was irate. I don't remember if I had a YouTube channel back then, but I was ranting, man. I was pissed off. I seriously felt like breaking my TV when I seen that on ESPN. I was like, what? You mean to tell me free agency opened up and we locked up Mozgov and Dane? I was like, oh, goodness. Oh, my God. That's when I knew we were in trouble for the next couple of years. I was like, oh, no. I couldn't believe that shit, bro. I was like losing my stuff when that happened. Remember that time when Mitch signed Dane to a 4-year, $72 million? Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Not the good days for sure. But I was so happy when, she finally, when Jeannie bust, the Queen of Dragons finally stepped in and just bounced her brother out of the front office because that was atrocious. My goodness. Minnesota is acquiring Oklahoma City's Ricky Rubio, the 25th pick and the 28th pick, for a package that includes the number 17 pick. Okay, so it looks like we got our first trade, our first official trade. I hope Dang's contract's off the books. I mean, that's ideal, but we can still work around it, man. We still got 2 more years of that. Because I was throwing a fit. Me too, bro. Genie Bus was like, I'm done. More like, you both are done, Mitch and Jim. Yeah, I mean, she did the right thing. It's always hard when you mix business with pleasure. That's why they say don't go into business with your family. You guys ever hear that before? The reason they say that is because it's always hard. If your family starts messing up, to cut those ties, it's going to be really hard. So that's tough. The best shorter nickname, the German Shepherd or Blondo? Blondo, oh my God. I never heard that, but that's funny. I like German Shepherd. What's another good one, man? Another good one for the homegirl said Cruella de Vil. That was funny. Just because of the little stripe. I don't know, man. I like German Shepherd. That's pretty creative. I don't know. I call him Dennis the Menace, but I'm sure that's a nickname he's probably carried around. You know, he's a menace on defense. He's pesky. You know, he gets out in transition as well. So, you can go anyway. Then the Lakers have 5 guards. The Lakers have 5 guards. Bledsoe, George Hill. I think you meant the Pelicans, right? 5 guards. Bledsoe, George Hill, Lonzo, Kira Lewis. What do you think they're trading for Bledsoe? We can start him and have Schroeder off the bench. I wouldn't mind Bledsoe, but he's no longer that same player you have an image in your head of. He's now no longer that slash first, super athletic, explosive. He lost some of that along the way with his injuries. He's more of a jump shooter, pick and pop type guy. So he's not somebody I'm looking at. I'd rather have Lonzo, to be honest with you, because Lonzo, he's young, he's athletic. He plays great defense, better defense than Bledsoe, in my opinion. And he's a great rebounder as well. He can get out and push the pace. And boy, would he really help out Kuzma's career along the way, like develop further with pick and rolls, whether you start him or bring him off the bench. So, yeah, out of all those guards you mentioned, my favorite one there is still Lonzo. Dan, do you think we get a second rounder? I do, Jonathan. Unfortunately, I won't be online by then, but I think we'll get a second round pick. I hope we do at least. I'm trying to see what's next here. Okay, so it looks like the Detroit Pistons are drafting Isaiah Stewart with their number 16 pick. That's my source. So that's a little ahead of Shams. Yep, that's a little ahead of Shams right there. So that's number 16 pick. Is going with Isaiah Stewart to the Detroit Pistons. Again, I don't know much about him either, to be honest with you. The Nets are trading their 19th pick, but for who? No clarity there. Dennis is a pitbull menace. That's funny. Dan, would you trade Kuzma and our first-round pick for Derrick Rose? Nah, we don't have a first-round pick, first of all. I like that kid right there. That Bain kid, he's pretty good. Desmond Bain. But, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that trade anyways. Why you want a redundant position like Derrick Rose? We already got plenty of guards. Why are you giving up a wing player, which we need more of, for a position you already have? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I say no to that. RJ Hampton is still on the board. I like him a lot. If we can, trade up to get him, I like him a lot. He has a lot of potential, man. RJ Hampton. He had a bad year as well, but remember, these freshmen don't always shine. Sometimes they're a better fit for a team like in the NBA, right? So RJ Hampton, to me, is another one of these steel type players. I like him. Yep. Look, I just told my boy earlier about Cole Anthony. Let's see. If he's not watching the stream, he won't know I'm trolling him. I'll be like, told you. That's funny. I like having fun with him, man. Yeah, but little does he know I have all the sources right here on my phone. I get the information first. I keep telling her, make a Twitter, Lonnie. Make a Twitter, bro. Get all the information first. The trade Kuzma and McGee for PJ Tucker. I really don't want that trade. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of PJ. His defense, nice, but he's a one-trick pony, man. If he ain't in the corners, if he ain't in the corners slanging, it's not making anything. Yeah, that Cole Anthony pick, great pickup for the Magic. Would you do a sign and trade of KCP and Kuz for DeRozan? Yes, I would only trade Kuz for a player like DeRozan, an impact player that's consistent. Sure, whatever makes my team better, I'm all for it.
It's surreal.
It's a damn. What about Jeremy Grant from the Nuggets? Yeah, he's a free agent, unrestricted. So I would love to have him, but again, we got to see how the X's and O, how the money's gonna be looking, moving around this offseason. Coming up, man. A couple of days, man. So hold your horses. We're gonna be breaking everything down. Hopefully, we got some things to talk about. Damn, these kids are emotional, man. I've never seen them so emotional. That's crazy.
To be honest with
Good.
I struggled a lot this year. Like, Lord, this is probably one of the hardest years of my life. I had a very blessed life. Thanks to my parents, my family, my friends, just my whole support system, and just I never had surgery before. Just having the surgery was just whenever I found out I had surgery, it was just it was heartbreaking. I broke down, started crying down. You see, I'm crying now. Shoot. But,
Lakers haven't done anything, Angel. Not right now.
I struggled.
Maybe they're working the phones. Maybe something comes to fruition. But as of right now, Lakers are sitting ducks.
I'm healthy now, and I can't wait to just get out there.
And I'm okay with that because we already made a major move with that.
This is the best moment of my life right here. I don't like. There's nothing compared to this moment right here. You made it birth, but this is the absolute best moment of my life.
It looks like you have a pretty fun celebration going over there. Make sure to tell your parents what they mean to you at some point tonight. Clearly, they've helped you a whole lot. Reese, back to you.
All right, so Minnesota selecting Alesic Olszewski. I hope I didn't butcher that, but yeah, with the number 17 pick. So RJ Hampton is still on the board amongst many others, man.
He's a very talented scorer, just a freak of an athlete that never gets tired. Gets downhill, gets to the rim, and can finish and draw fouls. Another three-level scorer. He had to take a ton of difficult shots last year just because he had to generate so much offense throughout the course of the year.
He said Kuzma for Kelly Oubre Jr.
Anthony is going to be an outstanding NBA player.
You're going to get the exact same type of production. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you're okay with that, go for it.
The pick is in. Let's see what Portland decides to do.
Portland.
With the 16th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Isaiah Stewart from the
RJ Hampton's still on the board. Who's going to pull up and retrieve him, man? Lakers better buy a pick and pick him up. I'm serious. RJ Hampton should not be falling slipping this bad. No, he didn't have the best season, but come on, man. He was a top recruit coming out of high school. Kid has a world of potential, man.
For UW, and you see him celebrating and getting that Trailblazers hat. Check in now.
How's LaMelo's game? LaMelo's solid. LaMelo he's a shooter. He's a gunner. He's somebody who's a shooter first, playmaker second, but his playmaking skills are so good, he can sometimes make you think he's playmaker first. So, I mean, he's that type of player. If his jump shot mechanics are a little kind of broke, he makes them. But will that translate to the next
Troy Weaver.
Will that translate to the next level? We'll see.
Got to the NBA, was an assistant coach at Syracuse University, and Mike Hopkins, the Washington coach, was one of his colleagues on that staff. So he's certainly
Melo is a point guard, very skilled, more of a scorer's mentality than Lonzo. Way more, actually. Melo will fit well into today's game. There you go. He just broke it down in different words, but basically the same thing I just said.
A lot of very successful, high-profile, some MVP caliber players there. Detroit brought him in to start replenishing their young roster.
Let's see what happens next. I hear the number 19 pick is up for trades.
All right, well, so like
Yeah, I really want us to buy a second round pick too. I think we can get a steal. There's a lot of talent out there, guys. A lot. So matter of fact, everybody except for Cole Anthony ahead of my draft video is still there. Everybody except for Cole Anthony. I kind of figured Cole Anthony would be right outside the lottery. Should have went in the lottery. Dan, would you trade Deion Waiters and McGee for a pick to get RJ Hampton? Absolutely. Without a doubt. I'll throw in Avery Bradley too. That's how highly I think of Hampton. I would throw in Avery Bradley as well. Hampton's another lottery talent level that, if developed properly, he could end up being better than some of those lottery picks.
Pick sugar cane and work on farms, pick fruit.
So far, I used to be a chef.
All right, I'm on for 20 more minutes, guys, and then I'm out. Then I'm out for the night. But if anything breaks, and you'll find me right back on the line. So Danny Green getting traded again. Waiters is under contract. He probably got to fix his jump shot. Isn't there another Lonzo's brother? Yeah, LiAngelo. But unfortunately, he made the wrong life decisions. He stole, and the NBA don't want to draft an immature kid like that because they don't believe in second chances. Josh Green is selected by the Mavericks. That's not a bad pick right there. I like Josh Green.
And Isaiah has been keeping a pretty strict diet right now too, because his brother's in culinary school, and he's told you that pick is on his way to Detroit and Minnesota.
He's a poor jello. He said, Dan, would you trade LeBron and Kuzma for Patrick Beverly? Okay. Do I really have to answer that?
With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Alexei Okushevsky.
Yeah, I definitely butchered his name. Man, this kid's lanky. That's crazy. How tall is he? Power forward from Serbia. He's a how tall is he though? He looks like a 7-footer.
Stylish guy, the youngest eligible player in the draft at the age of 18. What do you got from him, Mike?
No way! Oh my God! Are you serious? Oh my God! Wow, the Nets are stupid. The Nets just are sending the number 19 pick for Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet for the 19th. Landry Shamet is a scrub. Are you serious? Everybody trying to help the Clippers out. Get out of here. Now the Clippers have a chance of drafting somebody good. I pray to God they don't take RJ Hampton. Oh my God. Or Sadiq Bey for that matter. Jeez. Or Jaden McDaniels, man. They got plenty of options there. Jesus. That's going to piss me off.
But coming out of the second league in Greece, we've seen another good player come out of there, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So he's in good company. Okay, so Okushevsky being selected by Minnesota, we expect that pick is going to be on the move as well, too, as we're starting to see some of the movement that we expect.
Who receives Luke Kennard? What the heck? Who gets Luke?
Now first-round picks that they have between 2020 and 2026. It's just Sam Presti continues to build them up and get players like that, especially with Danilo.
Oh, Shams just scared me.
A free agent this offseason.
I was about to say.
Okay, so Dallas is on the clock.
Yeah, I can't believe the Nets just did that. For Landry Shamet? Come on, man. Landry Shamet. We could have gave them JaVale McGee, who's way better than Landry Shamet. Different position, but you get the point. Landry Shamet is a scrub. Oh, my God. Landry Shamet's not even worth a second-round pick at this point of his career. That's ridiculous, man. Now the Clippers have a chance of getting a really good player here. I hope they don't pick one of those three players I told you about. Please don't take RJ Hampton. That's all I don't want to see RJ play for the Clippers because then I'm going to hate him. Or Sadiq Bey or anybody I like. Or Jaden McDaniels. I really like Jaden McDaniels.
I look at Josh Green out of Arizona. Tough-minded, 6'6", long arms, physical body.
It's really frustrating, guys. I did not want to see the Clippers in this draft this early.
Those are two really good options for them.
Okay, so the Mavericks haven't wasted a lot of time. They've done exactly what they want to do with this pick. Clock is just now ticking down toward 2:20, and the pick is in.
Wait, did the Clippers just get Kennard? I'm kind of confused on that. That's what I thought earlier.
With the 18th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select.
If the Clippers got Kennard, oh my God, I'm so mad. That's worse than the damn pick. My God, bro. Clippers got Kennard. Are you serious? Okay, this is This is gonna ruin my night. Why is the league helping the Clippers out? Yo, Landry Shamet is now worth Luke Kennard. Oh, that's ridiculous. Man, they're still not gonna win a championship, but it's just annoying. How much help does Kawhi need, right? As they say for LeBron.
Trying out different sports, soccer, basketball, tennis, and all these other stuff. I discovered Australian football in my 5th grade year, and I kind of fell in love with it.
Damn, they got Luke Kennard. That's a good pickup. I'm not gonna. That's definitely Jerry West working his magic. Because Landry Shamet is a scrub. Have I ever seen one? He's a scrub. He had like probably 2 good games in his career, and people out here trading for these bum ass. Come on, man.
Take basketball to the next step and really focus on.
That's crazy.
There's no Australian football.
And so far, I'm bummed out now.
Grateful to be out to.
And I got 10 minutes till I get off the stream, man. And I'm bummed out. I was okay up until that. So it is what it is. It's not gonna make a huge difference. But yeah, how do the Clippers get so many like big name players for scrubs? Like I don't understand that.
Which is so valuable right now in the NBA. He can contain the.
That's Jerry West working his magic. Yeah, that's what that was for sure.
Josh Green is he fights
for sure. I can't even hate on Jerry.
Melt on a screen. He'll fight through it.
Damn, what y'all feel about that trade though? That's a 3-way trade. Detroit Pistons get the pick that they just, the Clippers just got from the Nets. But the Nets screwed everybody over there. They screwed the pooch. Landry Shamet, they should have got Kennard instead. Come on, man. They should have traded that pick for Kennard instead. That was going to be the case. Don't send them to the Clippers.
High expectations for the Nets and their new coach.
If the Lakers did something like that, the NBA would block it somehow. Man, seriously, bro. Clippers are just annoying. They always trying to steal our thunder. We go out and we get Dennis Schroeder, they want to get Luke Kennard, who's not half as good as Dennis Schroeder, but, he's a good shooter.
Wherever shall we begin?
Is it, bro? Even Kuzma, isn't as good as Kennard. Stop it. Kennard is a one-trick pony. He's a shooter. That's it. Kuzma can defend. He can play make a little bit. Stop it.
You love me.
I'm telling you what. If Kuzma was starting, he'd be and averaging a lot of minutes. He'd be scoring 18 to 20 points per game. Dan, appreciate you, bro. He said, "What's up, Dan? You okay with JaVale leaving?" I'm more than okay. He really didn't show up for us the whole playoffs. And when we put him on the floor, he was doing some stupidities out there. So, yeah, I'm A-okay with that. But thank you for the donation, bro. I appreciate that. As soon as we hit the 2 hours in the stream, I'm clocking out, guys. I'll catch you guys later. But, yeah, we'll see if the Lakers end up doing anything. I'll still be on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want more updates. Follow me there. I'll keep giving out my thoughts there. I'm just not going to be home. So, but I'll still be watching the draft through my Twitter timeline. JaVale didn't improve nothing. I know, right? Ridiculous. I want to see how far RJ Hampton's going to fall. That's all I want to know. How far is this man going to fall?
And now you can get an F-150 with 2,000 trade assist cash. 0%
It's ridiculous.
90 days payment deferment at your Southern California port.
I can't believe the Pistons even gave up. I didn't forget about Kuz. I got a Kuz jersey. I'm a fan. So you're not talking to me, bro. It said Dwight went from breaking free throws to making a lot for a center, and Kuz, much younger, didn't improve at all. Yes, he did. Kuz improved on defense. If you didn't watch the games, man. If you don't think he improved on defense, you didn't watch the games.
If you want to work from anywhere in California, you need a sliding second row to fit the whole family.
But I'm done making this argument for Kuz, man. I wish him the best, whether he's here or he goes. I wish him the best. I just hope that we don't trade him to some whack-ass team like the Celtics or the Clippers. Other than that, I still cheer for him.
Huge breaking news from Adrian Wojnarowski. Brooklyn Nets go out and get Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. They have a chance to be one of the franchises in the NBA.
People really think the Nets are going to be in the finals. Let's see, because they still got to go through other teams. Let's see what happens.
In terms of the pieces that we need in order for us to get that next level, we'll see how that evolves. Kenny grinded and did everything he could, but
the Pistons got 3 picks in the top 20. That's crazy. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do?
I could be a head coach.
The Brooklyn Nets are hiring Steve Nash,
Man, I'm bummed out that the Clippers got Luke Kennard because it's going to be annoying when we play them, you know. Now they got a spot up shooter. Oh, okay. That's a good pick for them. The Pistons select Sadiq Bey. Good pick. I would have hated to see him go to the Clippers, honestly. But yeah, Sadiq Bey. RJ Hampton's still on the board. I can't believe he made it to the top 20. RJ Hampton. Let me text my friend. I'm going to let him know right now.
In the top 20, it's a three-way trade, I'm told, among the Pistons, Nets, and Clippers. The Clippers are going to send Landry Shamet to the Nets. Luke Kennard, the guard with the Pistons, goes to the Clippers, and then that 19th pick heads to.
It's a later, Dan. I appreciate your time. Thanks for the info. See you on the next one. All right, brother. I'll catch you later. I'm almost going to get off. 7 more minutes for me, man. I'm just trying to see if, before I get off, if RJ gets taken. Why do you think the Lakers will sign in free agency Friday? Your best guess. My best guess, Serge Ibaka or Tristan Thompson. If not, we bring him back Dwight. That's my top 2 guess.
Just told you, and here's the commissioner, Adam Silver.
It's been a trade.
With the 19th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Sadiq Bey from Villanova University.
Don't put on the hat, bro. You look ridiculous. Don't do it. Reconsider. He didn't put on the hat. That means he knows. Don't put on the hat, bro. Don't do it. So I think the Lakers will draft maybe in the second round. I doubt we make it to the first round. It's hard to buy first-round picks. Oh, there you go. You got the piss. You got the right hand on. Okay.
I really said my mom is very strong. She's always been my role model. She played basketball at University of North Carolina.
Yeah, this kid's a grinder, man. He fits good there with the Pistons.
She told me even as a little kid, I was probably 9 and 10. She was saying like not playing aggressive enough, like the game's gonna pass you by. It just hurt.
Yeah, my friend can't believe that RJ Hampton's still on. Some of these scouts be fumbling, man. I don't get it. Some of these scouts really be fumbling.
I care for her. I love her so much.
Hey Dan, how do you not get copyrighted for the NBA stuff? I'm not showing you the draft. I'm simply giving you the results. It's that simple, man. As long as I'm not showing you the draft, they can't copyright me.
Great work ethic. He shot 45% from 3 this last year. 6'8", long arms. He shot 1.3 points per possession on spot ups.
All right, guys, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts because I'm about to get off, man.
He can defend absolutely anybody. He can defend on the ball. He stays in.
I'm about to get off in a bit, but so far, the draft hasn't been too explosive. Most of the years it's not. They were making a big deal out of it, and the rumor mill talking about there's gonna be a lot of trades and stuff. This is the second trade going on right now, so it hasn't been too explosive. I'm about to get out, go catch a meal. Spend some time with my girl, and then if anything crazy happens, Laker related, I'll be back on either later on tonight or most likely tomorrow morning. If not, then we'll wait till something breaks. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been almost 2 hours, man. So make sure you guys just smash the like button, show some love to the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. So far, there's still a couple of pretty good players available on the board, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'll be keeping up from my phone. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a great one. And go Lakers as always.